Here at Clackamas Community College, oversleeping isn't the only thing keeping students from class, it's parking. We had the opportunity to talk with students and staff about the troubles of parking and finding a good parking spot.
Really, I always park way the hell out there in Barlow because my classes start, late in the day. So I'm always parked so far back, can't ever find a spot close by here. And then, it's just jam-packed usually. And sometimes you get, wonderful people that love to come and park, like this guy in an Audi.
Oh my God.
I've seen him 3 times now. He comes up and he parks sideways across 2 or 3 spaces because nobody can be near his car, so you'll get hurt. And so then that takes up all these spaces. And God knows how many people do that, because you can go through the lot and see a lot of people that don't have the slightest clue how to park. They're parked across 2, 3 lane or spaces.
Well, no, he's got a clue how to park. He just doesn't want to park good because he doesn't want anyone touching his Audi. Depends on how early your class is. Like, I had a class at 7:45 in the morning. I got here, I usually got really good parking spots. But, like, once I got out, like, the entire parking lot for the Barlow parking lot was totally full.
Yeah.
And so I wasn't able to park.
Yeah, my class usually starts at 10 most days, and I get off work at 9 in the morning. So I have just enough time to grab something to eat sometimes and change out of my uniform and get to school. And so I'm all the way in the very back of Barlow every time, no matter where my first class is. Like, I start the day in Niemeyer Hall and I park all the way in the back of Barlow.
I found that if you get here right as the hour's changing, parking's not too bad. People are leaving classes and stuff. But if you get here in the middle of the hour, like I did yesterday, I drove around here a couple times and I had to park all the way on the other side of the gallery or whatever. And so then it was more of a problem than right now. So right now I was kind of stoked. It was pretty fast. I try to get here between 10 minutes before the top of the hour, so like 10:50 or 9:50, and I usually can get a pretty good spot.
Yeah, it's made me late. Like, last year I had a speech class and we had a final, and I was driving around for probably 30 minutes over by the art building trying to find a parking spot, and I had to get in my speech class because the final started and I couldn't find a parking spot, and finally I found one and I ran into my class. I was 30 minutes late for my class. A lot of people won't park in the Barlow parking. A lot of people won't park in certain parking spots because they're so horrible. You've got to where your car's going up a foot and then drops a foot and then up a foot and drops a foot.
That's the only way I can ever park anywhere near the building is in Barlow lot back behind Pauline. There's spots that are all jacked up.
Yeah.
Really, really poorly maintained.
And then when you pull in here, it's gravel and potholes.
I'm sure parking would be cut back if they made people pay, but I'd rather deal with walking the extra 300 feet than paying for a parking pass.
Yeah.
The parking problem continues to worsen here on campus. One possible solution would be to pay for parking passes, but most students would rather take the extra walk than to pay to park. This is Hillary Cole for Clackamas News Online.